You see them around there, a lot of them are wearing the logo there, the Killarney Valley Classic Vintage logo. We're meeting here, I suppose, since 2015. And you can see on the walls there little projects we've done, and we've worked hard here in this shed. Now when I say worked hard, there's a lot of tea drank, there's a lot of hot ball popping, and there's a lot of things going on in here. And we're just blessed to have it. It's given to us by Kerry Mental Health. We make a donation to the lights and the heating and all the bits and pieces. The location, the shed could be better, but it's fine. But the location here in Killarney is going to get it. So we're blessed to have that. So we'll just acknowledge Kerry Mental Health, John Drummy, you all know from Radio Kerry. John is the man that we deal with here. We have the Ross Cafe next door, so we go next door for a cup of tea and chat. So any Thursday night during the year when we feel like, you know, the chat, come in and have a cup of tea with us and enjoy what we're doing. It's a little mini garage, you know, there's a lot of things going on here, and but really it's about the people that are coming here. You know, we have just fantastic people. It gives me a buzz. I thought I'd be the first here this morning at 9:10, but I wasn't. There was a man here before me getting ready for the morning. And it was great to see that, and then a whole lot of them come in and they all fall into place. This wasn't very clean while ago. This part of the shed, the lads behind was alright, and look, it's all cleaned up now and everything ready to go. So, would you mind giving our own gang a round of applause there? I suppose this morning really is about the charities. We just want to let the charities know what we do in the shed. And we're delighted to meet you this morning for the first time together, and we're delighted to work with you for the summer. It's a very important year for us. We're celebrating 10 years this year. We met, I suppose, in late September 2013. We were involved with a tractor run with Nobber Vintage Club in County Meath, and we were standing around a group of us, and we said we were going to do our own thing, and we started from there. And by the end of this year, with all of us working together, we will have the bones of €500,000 collected for local charities. And that's not our priority to collect money. Our priority is restoring the chat, the hot ball, the cup of tea. So the charity side of it is a sideline in a way for us. It obviously has worked well for us. Now it has worked well for a number of reasons, because there's fantastic charities like yourselves that we work with. And we try to rotate, we try to get them all, we try to rotate them all around after a while.
That happens every day. I tell you what.
That's rigged.
I'm making a speech here, brother. You want to say hello to him? Speak good here. Right, I bring him there, so. Right. I thought I had put inside, sorry. I lost my train of thought there, no, but we'll get going again. The charities, look, you're all new charities to us, I think, this year. Yeah, which is great. We eventually got you. We've gone through a lot of charities on 3 years. We presented a cheque there recently for €3,000 to Critical Care, who's a kind of a leg off of the air ambulance. For €3,000 we did a tractors and tea event along the racecourse. Now our priority that day was the tractors and tea. We had a chat show going on, we had a display of tractors, and we had model farms going on. But in the meantime then we were collecting, after costs, €3,000 for a local charity. And the bottom line there, folks, is the generosity out there is unbelievable for people. Once they know the charity is right, once they know people doing good work and passionate about what they do, because everybody here in this room or this building today are volunteers. And without the volunteer folks, and particularly in Kerry, I believe, I don't know where the country would be, to be the right mess if we didn't have us people around us doing what we do. Now we're preserving our heritage, you're passionate about your charities and your sports. Now we'd like to be involved with a sporting group, not such as Killarney Rugby Club this year. I mean, if you're passing ahead over and the gates are opened, drive in to see what Killarney Rugby Club have done over the last number of years. I remember doing Law Knockweir not so long ago. And it was great, but you knew there wasn't a future in it because they'd no hope. what they've done over the last number of years is absolutely fantastic. The Kerry Stars, Tom, you're growing strong for years, and more power to you. And I know you have big plans, and you're doing special work. You're doing special things for special people, and that's fantastic. The St. Francis Special Schools, Fiona, who's wearing 2 hats today, even though she's wearing the wrong jersey at the minute. Look, we all know what they do back there in Woford. That's heaven back there. When you drive in there, it's heaven. And they're doing special things with special people there, so it is absolutely outstanding. So we're very proud to be involved with people, and that's what's important. I suppose I keep saying that our priority is the shed, but we know deep down we're celebrating 10 years into the year, and the €500,000 that we earned by the end of this year over the last 10 years, that means a lot to us. You go away home and you smile and you say, yeah, we've done our bit for our local community. And we were at the rally recently. They gave us first vehicle over the ramp for the launch of the rally. They gave us 5 minutes on the podium talking about what we're doing. That's community again. That's community people working with other charities or other organisations. We were in the Christmas in Killarney with the Land Rover. We were first out again, down through a very, very prestige parade that's probably, the whole country envies the whole thing. And we were first out in that. So we were delighted to be part of that as well. So it's very important that we give and take all the time with our community. Paul Murphy, a blackguard of the highest order. This is a new venture for you and your family, and I want you to embrace it, because what you find, folks, is from dealing with the other charities, when you go out selling the tickets and you go to different locations and there's a group picked out and a group going together, it is great crack. You meet some fantastic people out there, and there's an old bond, and there's a few quick going to the I think how many said today, and that gets going, and there's a momentum, and next by the 5th of January next year, when we raffle, or when we go to raffle the vehicle, and then we're counting, and then there's 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later that we present the checks to the charities. There's a great feeling, there's a satisfaction, and we know that money goes to good homes, good work. Drive on what you're doing. Okay? It's a personal one for you, Paul. We're behind you. Okay? And it's as simple as that. And that's what it's about. And we'll drive it on. I might get, I think our PRO, we have 2 PROs. One is down for keys for the toilet, he'll be back in a minute. And Fiona's got a PRO, we call them PROs because they are rogues, right? They're not, Can I ask you to give them the tour of the shed in a minute, just to show what we're doing, talk about what the projects we're at. We have another project out the back, which is a 2-year project. Next year it's going to be auctioned. So we're going to go away from selling tickets next year, because we sold the bones of, was it 8,500 tickets last year, Richard? Yeah. That's a lot of asking local people for that. So we're going to do it again this year, and more. There's 12,000 tickets printed, by the way, folks. And you'll be all getting those next Friday evening at the launch. The launch next Friday evening is in 4 Park Farm 4, that lovely restaurant by Moynihan Scaffolding and the Warehouse Cafe. It's about the vehicles we have, the motorbikes. You see our little trailer, there'll be 2 lovely motorbikes up in that. 2nd and 3rd prize. Obviously the Land Rover's 1st prize. 4th prize then is a €200 voucher for Castle Island Tire Centre. So if the tires need fixing, off you go there, and it's a lovely price to win. And then again, the great hot ball one is the 30 bags of turf. That's the 5th prize. Am I missing a prize?
The rugby tickets are 4th.
Sorry, the rugby tickets are 4th. Very important. Killarney Rugby Club are kindly giving us tickets to Scotland game in the Aviva Stadium in March, and we're going to work on as well the overnight stay as well for 2 people and 2 tickets. So what a prize! So will you give them a round of applause for that? So 5th prize then will be the voucher, and 6th prize then is the 30 bags of turf. Now Joe Healy's up there in Killarney, he's a good old friend of mine. The 30 bags of turf were won last year by a guy in Cavan. So I rang the guy in Cavan and I said, "Did I?" I said, "I'm from Killarney Rally Classic. Did I win the Land Rover?" "No, but you won the 30 bags of turf." I honestly would say there was at least 4 minutes of laughter by the I couldn't talk. He'd put his daughter on the phone to me, and I said, "Look, we'll sell the turf and we'll send you on the money." Simple as that. He was still laughing in the background. He couldn't stop 30 legs at all. What a prize. Yeah, so that's what happened there. So look, we have the same thing this year. If you bear with me now for a minute, I want to acknowledge people here, folks. I'll put on the glasses now on my list. We have sponsors, okay? We would not be here without the sponsors, folks. We would not. It breaks the back in what we're doing. Sorry. I'm 54 into the month, so the old eyes are getting tired. We would not be here without our sponsors, because it breaks the back and costs. Every where we go, it's cost. It's cost. You know that's your sense from your running it. The way we've been divided up, we have our pull up there. It's just behind us here. We have the premier sponsor, our ambassador for the year, just to spare a thought, folks, is Polly Clifford. Polly's mom passed away yesterday. Polly's to launch the Land Rover on Friday. So there's a phone call to be made tomorrow morning, so I don't think that will happen with Polly, but Polly will be with us for the rest of the year. So just to spare a thought for Polly and David and their family. It's a tough time for them. We have platinum sponsors, which are Red Share Recruitments. They're down New Street there. If you want to get a member of the staff, they're the people to talk to. They do all that type of work. They're a big sponsor with us this year, and we're delighted to have them on board, and that's where Polly is coming from. Polly's an employee with those. Lee Strand is with us a second year running, big sponsor with us, folks. We're very proud to be involved with Lee Strand because I do a little bit of work for them, and I know they get hammered every day for sponsorship. So we're tough to be picked out again. It wasn't really asked, just a phone call made to us and say, look guys, we're on board again this year. So we're delighted to have that. The Warehouse Cafe in Town 4, Kevin Moynihan, very well known in the rugby department, as his brother George is chairman of the club. He's doing our catering, both for the launch and for the raffle, and there's money involved as well. So we'll enjoy that on Friday night. There'll be finger food and it'll be nicely done, and we'll unveil the Land Rover and all the bits and pieces, even though you have a sneak preview today, which is great. We had the challenge, folks, of carrying the motorbikes around with the Land Rover every time we go somewhere where it's going to be very busy for the year. So we weren't going to carry them around inside the back of the Jeep or on the roof. So we had to get a lovely motorbike trailer, which came from Westwood Trailers the other day in above a Naas. And there was a phone call made, and before I was finished my conversation, the answer was, yeah, I'll buy it. He'll drive it for the year, he'll use it for the year, and January when I finish with it, I'll sell it. And he's here with us today. Brian Glover from BG Motors out to Tralee Road. Will you give him a round of applause there? It made life very easy for us. It looks well. It's going down to Brian tomorrow, and he's going to put his sponsor signs on it. BG Motors there, he's a gold sponsor, so we're very grateful. Silver sponsors, Killarney Advertiser / KC Print. They just do our printing for us. There's 12,000 tickets and boxes there. It all costs money, you know. Castle Island Tire Centre, we're sponsoring a tyre for the front of the spare tyre and the voucher for the fifth prize. Red Rock Branding, who do all our design and all that fancy stuff we do. Signco, we're missing a bike today. It's been over Kevin's Signco, Kevin O'Connor. He's wrapping it. It's going to look like something you'll see in the TT over on the Isle of Man. It's going to be a mean machine. But the funny part of it is only 49cc. That's how tough it will look the part. Yeah. Striker Land Rover. There's a good few bits mechanically got into that, and they're just great to have them. They're in Abbey Field. They do all our bits and pieces. Kerry County Council. We fires a load of stuff into them, looking for help and support, and they give us a few quid every year through the different grants that we have, so we have to mention them. Our brands, I'm going to read them out fairly quickly. Humphrey Kearns Crash Repair, who do our spraying. Gervini Turf, which we discussed. We have Killarney Welding, Brendan Darcy. Throw him anything at him, I live in the morning. You can't beat that, folks. Kevin O'Sullivan Sound always does bits for us when there's public address down the racecourse. Dennis Connell, will you give Dennis, one of our members there, a round of applause? He was flat out for his legs. Fred Crone supplies through the Tark Engineering. The Reeks Pharmacy are working on a defibrillator for us, just in case anybody decides to excite us or get us going, without falling in the wrong. Agri Autos, DJ Tin, round of applause here, he's videoing me here. He's all over WhatsApp. Bake, we'll have to see a lovely cake next Friday night from Bake Killarney, launching the Land Rover. And then we're always involved with, these are also support groups, is Kerry Mental Health, Killarney School of Music, who always provide a bit of trad for us, the Ross Cafe next door to us, Irish Vintage Society, which are our governing body that support us for all our different events and different insurances and all that. Irish Vintage Scene magazine, there'll be a beautiful feature of that later on there. Killarney Racecourse, Access Insurance, FBD. There's a gentleman out here, folks, who I'll be always ringing and giving a hard time to. Mike, our photographer out here from Kerry's Eye. Will you give him a round of applause, please, Mike? And then Tatiana's coming there in a minute as well, from the Kerry man. Do you know, the media is huge, and I know Mike is probably driving every day to different events all the time, and it's a tough job. And well done, Mike, you're always so gentle to deal with the phone, gentlemen. We'll do the tour in a minute. First charity I went out is the rugby club, out to Mike for photographs at the Land Rover. Okay, I'll leave you pop out there. Take off the tops, lads, we want to see those jerseys. And then after that, then we'll do, Paul we'll do your gang next, and then we'll do the Kerry Stars, and then we'll do the Fiona. Breda, welcome. How are you? They give you tea, Breda. They give you tea, yeah.
They did, yeah.
Oh, very good.
Thank you. And biscuits.
And biscuits, yeah.
Tell them about the Oscar Award on the dashboard of the Land Rover.
The Oscar Award.
It was an
Oh,
award.
yes. Yes. There is can I get a few there, folks, to stand with, just represent the club. John, Courtney, and Mike Murphy might pop out there with the rugby club just to get to stand in the photograph of the lads. There's an Oscar on the front window of the Land Rover there, folks. That's got to do with the hugely successful Oscar night for the St. Francis Special School. And that's your Oscar, is it, Fiona?
No, mine's at home.
What is it? Oh, yeah, because the Land Rover was in the...
It was in the film.
Yeah, that's right.
Man About Dog.
Man About Dog. That's the
Oh,
job.
yes. Well, we won, by the way. We
Wait,
won.
Calendar Girls won.
And
Calendar Girls won, just
yeah.
to let you know that.
And they were topless, yes.
We have a calendar.
Okay, we'll do the photographs, we'll do a tour in a minute if you want to do the tour with you. Thank you for listening.
High stop.